It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Kansas City Royals. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Just about to get started, and today's starting pitcher, Cole Ragans. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on, popped up left side. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the Guardians lineup for opening day. Chris, I'm sure they'd like to build off of their 2024 season.
Yeah, that's for sure, Boog. 92 wins for the second time in 3 years, a trip to the ALCS, but the only number Cleveland fans care about is 76, which is how many years it's been since they won it all back in 1948. Who knows? They got a great skipper at the helm. Maybe this is the year.
And the 0-2. And ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Fires to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play. Here's Jose Ramirez. That misses. 1-0. Ragans, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. So a man at first. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. High in the air, out to right. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Back here in Kansas City, and starting in this one, Tanner Bybee. What do we have on him?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Going to count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. And that's way high. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. On to first. Ow, double play. Just got it there in time.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas on his way over. Squeezes it. And that is the third out of the year. And we're back. And here is Carlos Santana. On the ground. He gets there with the slide. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Line drive. And foul ball. The 0-1.
1-1.
Just missed. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Isbell in position. He makes the grab. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. And that's downstairs.
That's low. That's a ball.
And it's 1-0. Second inning here, no score. That one missed.
That's a ball. 2-0.
Two down, nobody on. Swings through that.
I would throw him another breaking ball.
2-2.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The Guardians. Bottom of the second. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. Bybee back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Thomas makes the grab, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Vinny Pasquantino in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Fouled off left side. And now 2-1. Late swing, foul to the left. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one back there, and it's off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Digging in, Jonathan India. First pitch misses.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Man at second. Falling behind 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One out and a runner at second here on opening day. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Snags it for the second out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Michael Massey. That's in there. And that's strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one lifted to left. Kwan gets under it, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And that one is downstairs. Ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Flips it. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Grounded out his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Ground ball right side, could be two. Looks to second, that's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Slow roller to third. Ramirez gets it to first. One up, one down. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Dyrone Blanco steps in for the Royals. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. That's off the mark. Ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's even up.
1-1.
Base hit, and that extends the inning.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And next up for the Royals, Michael Garcia. Move to first.
Hey.
That
One
misses.
ball, no strikes.
And that is ball one.
Ball outside.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Noel brings it in, and that is that. As we go to the top of the fourth, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Fouled off. He was late. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All tied up here on opening day. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Renfroe in position. Corrals it. And there's 2 down. And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Slings to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Guardians ready to go, bottom 4. And to the plate for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, these Royals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Inside, 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Line to left, and no one can get there. And that one's going to get into the corner. Here comes Witt around third. He will score, and the Royals have the lead. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run-scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vinny Pasquantino getting ready to hit. Doubled in his first AB. Into center. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Here comes Perez around third. The relay throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. First time up was a pop out. Smash to the left side. Throw on to Santana. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Michael Massey digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Fought off foul. Pasquantino, the runner at second with 1 away. Fights it off. He'll see another. This one in the air. Ramirez under it. Makes the catch. 2 away.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
2 outs. And one in scoring position. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Pasquantino rounds third, headed for the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe. It's 3-zip.
Well done. Drives in the run. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner at first with 2 away. Kyle Isbell, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Isbell, in his 4th year, 28 years old. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. 2 outs. That one fouled off. On its way to the corner. And that drops foul. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one the other way. Gets down. Base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Back-to-back singles. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Dairon Blanco. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 6-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Ben Lively.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Nabs it, and that is that. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
Out to short. Witt sends it to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Arias batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The Royals up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, sometimes as a left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least 1 or 2 breaking balls in the at-bat, so why not go up there ready to hit that first one?
Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Royals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a heater.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Ball.
Perez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Thomas settles under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Chop to the left side. Whips it across. That's the inning. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Brian Rocchio. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again. Smoked on the ground, a second. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan now at the plate. And that skips in the dirt.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Base is empty, 1 away here on opening day. Bounced out to short. Witt throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. There's Lane Thomas now. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
That one to first. Pasquantino handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Lively back to work. Rips one to right. Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Thomas sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away. So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now it's going to be Kyle Isbell. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Check on the runner. India back on a dive.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Runner takes off. Next offering is fouled back. India off of first with 2 away. Swing and a foul straight back. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
So the lineup flips over. Dairon Blanco getting ready to hit. This one smoked, could be trouble. India around third. One run is in, coming home. He'll score, 2 runs are in, and he's into third. Have a game. That's his 4th hit, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air, right field, Noel. And that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
High fly ball out towards left field. Dives. What a play.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out, and hauled it in.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jhonkensy Noel. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah.
He doesn't flinch at all with the front shoulder, stays nice and closed behind in the count, and hits this ball beautifully.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So first and second with one man gone. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Noel, the lead runner, out at second. Santana at first. One gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Slice down the right side. 0-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the top half of inning number 7. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor, 1 for 2. Ball in the dirt. That's in there, and it's 1-1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Hard hit left side to second. India, they limit the damage here. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
That's shortstop, Bobby Witt.
Here's a rocket out to left. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas on the move. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. So up next, Vinny Pasquantino. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. He pulls into second as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians. Hunter Gaddis comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
India, the next to hit, takes ball one. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. That one's upstairs, ball one. Pasquantino at third. India over at first with one away. Left field. Kwan settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they now lead by 9.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Ripped on the ground to second. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. 2 runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Now a screamer into the outfield. Blanco makes the catch. And there's one down. So digging in, Stephen Kwan. That one's in there. And it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. That one laced to center and a base hit. Runner on at first with one gone. Here comes Lane Thomas. Tap foul at the plate. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To India at second for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 8th, and now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. And first offering is fouled off. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. Looking to complete the cycle with a double. Swings and misses. And that is strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Next offering way off the plate. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Santana pulls it down, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. That is the inning. 3 up. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Lucas Erceg. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Ramirez stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one finds the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Witt over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Stepping in, John Kenzie Noel. 1 for 3. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that out. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Strikes him out with 101.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
Finish him.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, the 4th inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit. But once they started really recognizing the pitches, everything started to click.
10-1, the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.